Soulmates. Do you think they exist? Two individuals, two brains, completely naked. Fucking magical. It's fucking magical. Are soulmates found or built? What's up, everybody? So today we're gonna be talking about love. Let's talk about soulmates. Do you think they exist? I think they exist. Are they rare? Kinda, but it's honestly kind of debatable. Can love exist and be strong without being soulmates? Love can definitely exist. You don't need a soulmate for that. Are soulmates only meant for lovers in a mating sense? No. Are soulmates found or built? They need to be found first, but then the heavy, 75% of the work is the building. Just like natural resources, you need to find the right raw material first, and then you're gonna heavily excavate with a shit ton of tools and effort and mining and making it into a beautiful little piece, and then you're gonna have to then meticulously carve in this gemstone into this beautiful thing, right? So there's a lot of work involved. There is. How do we define soulmates? Two individuals with two different brains dropping the veil and seeing each other in all of life's nakedness, booty naked. Two individuals, two brains, completely naked. And when I say naked, I mean the rawest form you could think of it. Way past this vessel, way past any of this flesh. Seeing each other naked and having this deep, deep love for this other entity. And not only love, but understanding. Deep love and understanding. There's so many caveats. There's so many steps. There's so many doors to go through, I think, to say that somebody's your soulmate. And there's a lot of doors. And I think we tend to use this word soulmate a little too quickly, too easily, because when you see someone naked, you see all of their flaws, all of their demons, everything about them that they're probably terrified to show you. But not just terrified to show you, they might be terrified to admit it themselves. Going back to the nakedness, right? All the rawness, seeing each other butt naked. That's all your insecurities, all your doubts, all your fears, everything that's great, amazing about you, but also everything that's not so amazing about you. So the demons that you hide during the day, right? Your soulmate is going to be able to see should be able to see all of that and almost love you more for it, if that even makes sense, or at least accept it and understand. That understanding part, not only do they have, so soulmates, not only do they deeply, deeply love you, right? They truly understand and they see all layers of you. And that's why, to me, that's why it's called soulmates, right? It's two souls. It's two souls. It's not necessarily a partnership, like a marriage or a mating sense. I think you can get this from family ships, friendships, romantic ships, any kind of ships, honestly. But it's just very, very difficult to get there because you need the right raw materials, which means you need the right person for you, not just the right person. Not everyone's person is for them. Not every person is for you. Not every person is meant for this specific person, right? So you need the right raw materials, and then you also need that same energy kind of back, if that makes sense. You're willing to take off your clothes off, right? You're like, there is nothing I'm holding back. This is me. And sometimes your soulmates actually know you better than you know yourself. Or they'll see things or notice things about you that is in your blind spot that they'll tell you, but they see you. They see you for all your entirety. And I can't tell you how fucking beautiful it is to get there with somebody that you can call your soulmate, right? I think it's wild. I think we all want to be so loved. We all want the fucking same shit. We all want the same thing. We all want to be loved so deeply, but sometimes we forget that in order to be fully loved by someone else, you have to also fully love. Like all bets have to be off. The process of having a soulmate, if we're gonna really break it down, I think it's really hard to find soulmates in this lifetime. I think it's very possible, but I think it's very hard. I think it's very difficult because nobody wants to get naked. Like, I mean, there are people that are special, you know, but no one wants to get naked for everybody. Let's be honest. Honestly, people aren't even honest with themselves. So how can you expect them to be honest with you, right? That's the tricky situation. That's hard. So it takes two very aware individual and willingly, I think the willingness is more important than the awareness, but two willing individual to be soulmates. I don't think you could have like, oh, that's my soulmate. Nope, that's not mine. Like, it's such a wonderful energy connection. I don't even know how to verbalize that, but it's this wonderful energy trail, like this energy synapse thing about soulmates that is fascinating. People haven't even seen themselves naked, so it's really hard for them to even get naked for you. And it's okay. That's the first dilemma. The first dilemma is if people can't be honest with themselves, there's no way that they can be honest with you. There's just no way. Second dilemma is, even if they are honest with themselves, how can they be honest with you? Even if they're honest with themselves, they don't know if you can handle the honesty. What if the honesty makes you run? You know, what if you reject them? There's fear, there's just so much going on. Like, are you able to handle the honesty, right? From their perspective, can you handle the honesty? Let's talk about the differences between men and women. So women want protection and men want to plant their seeds, right? Give or take. Biologically, that's what we want. So this notion that men are more likely to cheat, I'm gonna say the data stands where it stands, okay? I think that's because there's some dishonesty involved, right? There's a lot of dishonesty involved. People are not honest. I truly hope that everyone is able to find at least one soulmate in their lifetime. I think you gotta count your blessings. You really gotta count your blessings. If you can find just one freaking soulmate in your lifetime, you know, that's magic. That's fucking magical. It's fucking magical. I would say I have two soulmates. You know how women are like, if I was a rock, would you still love me? Kind of thing. Like, that's really, really, really freaking what it is, right? This is the hypothetical that we put out, right? If we were two brain in a vat, would you still love me? Would we still do the zzz, you know, is what my friend and I do. My sister. Going back to soulmates, this deep, very, very deep connection. It's kind of hard to transcribe into words what it means, because then now we're talking about soul and we're not talking about human bodily functions. We have to actually define soul. So what does it mean? What does that mean, right? It's just might be a little bit too woo-woo, but soulmates simply are two souls connecting, this energy transfer, this magic that happens, right? When you are able to be so completely vulnerable with someone. And I don't even mean vulnerable in like the psychology sense, or that like I'm vulnerable with you, I'm gonna share something with you. No, it's so much more like deeper than that. Anyways, I hope everyone in their lifetime experiences this type of connection, this type of love, because it's so freaking cool. It's just so freaking cool. I think it's fucking cool as fuck. I call it brain jizz, but you can call it whatever you want. I call it brain jizz. I hope you find a lot of soulful connections that you can just brain jizz the fuck out of each other. That is magical.